We hear now and then, what is pleasure of Allah? Pleasure of Allah is the rida of Allah, but what is the manifestation, physical manifestation? What does that mean in easy way one wants to understand? That is Jannah, so vast, big kingdom, which does not only have what you can imagine and what you can think and what you want, but also what you cannot imagine. Because many things we know because we know them. If they were not there, for example, if a fruit called, let's say, mangosteen or apple, what did not exist, we would never know there is a fruit. Still, there are many fruits which we do not know. This sense of smelling fragrance, like when we smell, if it's a good fragrance, we enjoy. If this was Allah had not created it, He only created ears, eyes, mouth, hand. Nose was there, but the sense was not there. Nose was just there for breathe. No one would have known that there is something called smell, fragrance, nice smell, bad smell. But now because it was created, we think it's whatever. So there are so many things in Jannah, in the kingdom. So when we say to someone, come do this for the pleasure of Allah, do this for the pleasure of Allah, your goal should be the pleasure of Allah. What does it mean in materialistic form, in manifestation? What it means is basically that actually such vast kingdom, living forever, kingship forever, because that's what we want and that's what Allah wants for us as well. He wants to give us at a very high level. We actually want pennies, Allah wants to give us gold and diamonds. We want stones, Allah wants to give us diamond. That is the issue. The akhirah, the paradise is like a diamond. This dunya is like a stone. And it's a stone, not even real stone. It just vanishes whenever it does. It just actually goes off. It's like an artificial person who is created by like not 3D, 4D, 7D with laser and things, and then it just actually vanishes away. This dunya is also like Allah has a deception that it's going to vanish away, and it does vanish for everyone. Everyone who dies, for him the dunya is gone. Nothing. He sees now different, completely different matter. So all his friends, family, other things just actually are not there anymore for them, unless actually the prayers, etc., they actually reach. So when we say, brothers, come to the pleasure of Allah, many people say, what is pleasure of Allah? Pleasure of Allah is not that Allah wants something from us, that Allah is in need of pleasure. It is we are in need of pleasure really. And Allah wants to give us greatest pleasure, because the pleasure of Allah is Jannah. Dunya is not the pleasure of Allah. Dunya person, no one can be pleased here. Even though you have you rule 7 kingdoms here or 7 continents, still you have to go after 100 years, 60 years. Yes, 2 days before, a very affluent person, rich man, politician, family, he committed suicide. His janazah was just offered, funeral prayer was offered yesterday. What was that? He wrote a letter. He said, I love life, I like life, I want to live. Okay, but then he put a pistol towards his head and actually killed himself. So his letter goes on saying, I love life and I like to live, but I have become ill. I have certain illnesses. My one side is actually being infected of the face. I have walking problem. I have back issues. I have this, I have that. Quality of life have actually decreased. Money is there. Got servants, cooks, cleaners, drivers, car, a house, a bungalow, meaning actually from here like you have like 6-7 bedroom a bungalow. So he have all that actually. He said, I have, but I've lost the actually enjoyment. But I would have lived if I was healthy and things. So then he said, okay, look after this person who used to help me. He said, okay, look after this servant of mine. He used to serve me. He named him that he used to feed me or whatever, look after me. But then he put a pistol in. And that's the letter. So what's the message for me and you, just to make a frowning face? No, the lesson is that having all what actually we want to have here, money, car, things, etc., still peace cannot be found. Because after all, if you have all the wealth, as I said, and you don't have the health, how will you enjoy when you cannot eat, when you cannot actually go somewhere? So that is the reality which he, obviously, he did that way what was wrong. Because no one was there to guide him. We are saying, we should give dawah to people, so I consider my failure that we were not able to reach people like this, who have wealth, but actually they lack a purpose of life and they ended their life like this. So who is failure? It is his failure, but our failure is there as well. We are busy in our life. If we have money, we want to make another million, that's it, another million, that's it, that's another million, that's it, and die. And that it all becomes zero. This is wisdom. This is our intelligence. Rather than actually saying, okay, I have what I need. Like Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said in one of the hadiths, that that ummati, follower, is successful. Who have Islam, meaning he's acting upon the teachings of Islam, and he has sufficient finances to cover his needs, and he just lives like this. He is successful because he got everything, meaning Islam, meaning he has akhirah is saved, he's got bread on his table, food on his table, roof over his head, something to wear. And he said that, Prophet Islam said in the last part of it, and he is content. He is content with it as well, satisfied with it, that for me, I have a whole of the world. If I had the whole of the world, that's what I will be doing. Meaning what I'm eating now, that's probably people will be eating. Because this is dunya, this become everything. If even you eat something which you like, is a special dish for you, if you eat every day, you will become bored from it. Like previously people used to eat outside, sometime they enjoy. Now, if someone starts eating takeaways every day, they will become fed up. This is the same food which you used to enjoy. But this is dunya. So it is Allah Subḥānahu wa taʻālā mentioned in the Quran that in Jannah, that kingdom, there is no boredom. There is no boredom from food or from anything whatsoever. Only excitement, only surprises. So I also want to clarify you today, because a lot of people, they keep this actually, it's locked in, they don't understand. When we say, come for the pleasure of Allah, they think Allah needs something, we'll be giving Allah pleasure, but what will we get? We'll get something from dunya. This person is calling all things good, but actually we want pleasure as well. This is not the case. Allah is free, Allah is Allah. When you say Allah's pleasure, this means that Allah is only pleased with to have best for us. He's only pleased with that. His pleasure basically means kingdom of heaven, that's the manifestation. His wrath materializes in the form of hell. Hell is the manifestation of the wrath or the anger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So for us it's easy to understand that when we say we are doing for pleasure of Allah and what the deen says, and always the akhirah is mentioned, Allah is mentioned, and akhirah, what is akhirah? Akhirah is paradise and hell. So in other words, what is it being said? What we want, that's what Allah wants, something better for us. And not only better, but permanent. You buy something, you say, okay, this thing, you buying this plate, this gadget, no guarantee, it can just actually stop working tomorrow, 2 days after. It's very cheap, people don't buy it, or there's no guarantee. And something has a lifetime guarantee, you say, yeah, I want this. I want something authentic, something solid, lifetime guarantee. Akhirah is lifetime, infinite. Here there is no guarantee. In 1 second everything can vanish, you can vanish, things go here, there, and no one can do anything. People are dying, leaving this dunya, and they will continue to do that. All other illnesses and other things, they are just means which actually happen. So what I am trying to convey, the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what means it will give us what we really want, much better. So almost a human being, Muslim, non-Muslim, they want goodness for them, dunya. If they believe in akhirah, they want goodness for there as well. They want big mansions, they want big kingdom, they want big palaces, they want beautiful companions, they want control, they want rulership, they want gold and silver, they want to look beautiful, etc. All these things. They don't like worries, they don't like anxiety, they don't like problems. Well, that's what Allah wants as well for us. But the real thing, the real deal, not the false deal, like I said last time, is no use actually, it's not wisdom that you are ruling over actually a rubbish dump and fighting over the rubbish. I want this rubbish, you can't take this, I want this. That is what's happening. Sayyidina Ali karramallahu wajhul kareem, he said that dunya jifa. Dunya is like a dead animal, but it's jifa, that's what it means. Worse than like a rubbish actually, that where filthy, dead, smelly meat is lying. We want to rule over that. That's my share, that's your share, and we are fighting over it. Intelligent man, wise man would not fight over it. He would say, oh, the filthy thing they are fighting over, and they can have all. That's how awliya Allah and Anbiya.